Flat of British, Martin speaking. Welcome people, welcome to my channel on the 7th of the 11th, 2019. And this today will be the rise and fall of Phoenicia. We're going to do an expose of the controllers who are the Phoenicians. Now on my previous channel, which has been hacked, YouTube are playing silly games, but it's there. So on my previous channel there was a video exposing the controllers maybe 10 months ago. Somebody had quoted in my comments that they would like a little rundown on the Phoenician control mechanism that each and every one of you are living in. Would you like that? Okay, we're going to do that breakdown. We're going to look into rise and fall, just like the sea, maritime aspects of the Phoenician mechanism, like locks and keys. Locks and keys. We're going to look into them a little bit because they have a maritime theme, don't they? Locks and keys. So we'll look into that. We'll look into a lot. But what I'm going to do, guys, is going to make it aesthetically pleasing as possible. Got some nice favourite things in here. Very, very nice, which is ceilings, church windows, architecture, locks, hinges, cool stuff. Okay guys, and we're going to have some beautiful music and aesthetically pleasing art along the way, and a narrative. Okay, so make sure to subscribe to my channel, Flat of British, Liedtke. Now there is more information about to be unveiled, guys, and another paradigm smasher. But it's just trying to find ways to think about it and elaborate it. So in a week or so we'll make efforts to try and elaborate it to you. Okay, in the meantime, exposing the Phoenicians, who will indeed fall, and who are millions awaken. We'll tie it in with all aspects, guys. The Globe Light, NASA, who are very much into this, highly, could not be more suspect, death cult of Baal, which is what the Phoenicians all worship. Okay, and we'll look into that. There'll be loads of links and loads of juice in the descriptions box below this for you all to look at. We'll look at some photography, see how long it lasts, maybe an hour or just over an hour of juiciness. So buckle in, peace and love. Here we go. We're so exciting on Flat of British. Whoa, what a time we are having. You enjoying the ride so far? Sure you are. Now here's a cool ass little link, got some cool ass photography in it, but it shows you the Vatican, and it shows you the, basically their Phoenician overtones and their Masonic overtones and their Babylonian death cult overtones. Okay, like the lizard eye on the globe with a serpent all the way around it, for example. Or there's the Vatican named their telescope Lucifer. Okay, whatever reason. And we're going to look into a little bit of this a bit later, because I want to look into the keys, the idea and the concept behind keys. Because if you think about the concept of keys, there's a key, which how old is the key? This seems to be a bit of a technical device made of metal. How old is it? Is it in the Bible? Well, yeah. Wow, this stuff's really old. But what it does is create a boundary, doesn't it? You need a key to get in your house or your flat. You need, because there's a lock. So if there was no locks and no keys, well, if there was no locks, you would need a key, would you? So, official papal of the Pontifex Maximus means the bridge builder. On the second floor of St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican, this title originates from Babylon. So this narrative will associate the Vatican straight with the Babylonian death cult. There's quite a bit of information. They use sex subliminals in their art as well, as you can see here. But in Michelangelo's, Da Vinci's, you'll see the same thing going on. So here's rat, Zinga, okay. Not a huggable chap, not really. And one of their papal coins, which has 6 pointed stars, 1, 2, 3, representing 666. And the All-Seeing Eye, the Masonic All-Seeing Eye, which we know very well from alchemical and Jesuit you know, pictures we look at, which we'll have a look at in a minute, but in a beautiful form in churches. And the serpent again, the scepter, electromagnetics, and the Cherubinskis, and the three pyramid halos on these magi or whatever they are floating down, Catholic triad. Okay, with the Masonic symbols, the dove that flies down to North Pole Hall, and whatever the lamb represents, and the four angels. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got Mount Meru. They know exactly the shape of the place where we live, and they just put it in your face because you don't. You know, most people don't know about it. Crucible, the orb, the resetter. Is this a tortoise? Could well be. The eagle with wings open, and a Phoenician. And in the middle, the pyramid with the all-seeing eye, which is probably Google. This is on basically, I've posted all of these before. They're on the side of St. John's Divine Catholic Church. I believe it's in New York City. And it's not only the one seeing eye, you see all sorts of monsters and stuff. It's an incredible bit of architecture, but really evil. We're going to look at some of this in beautiful form. This is, you know, this Jesuitical form of art with the plasma discharge pyramid, the all-seeing eye. Look at this in the background. Greek Orthodox. Okay, got the Zyro, place where we live, on his hat. Everything is intercoded. Plain, Mount Meru, all in their papal purple, and even George Washington. In God we trust. And Russian pyramid, I suspect, with all seeing eye. Oh, that's in Poland, excuse me. And 3 dodgy looking figures with the Eye of Horus. And as you can see, it's pretty hard to deny that this is some sort of death cult. And I'll show you what death cult it is now. It's the Babylonian death cult of Baal. And they got really, really bad habits, guys, okay? And they're ruling this place. And you're all bitches to them. In fact, they all are bitches. It all of the whole mechanism. I'll show you on a chart now. Check this for Antiquitech. What do you reckon this one does, guys? Wow. And you got the fish head. The fish hat. And Technosmia port. Maybe a plug-in. Maybe these were plug-ins too. The Oculus. Some sort of craft in the old world. With the huge doors. Corinthian column tops. And all intercoded with the place where we live. The 4 angels. And this thing here is a mouth. Okay, I know it says Horus, but it's the backside Dionysus mouth. All intercoded. The ones all seeing eye right through Catholicism. And not only that, the Phoenician mechanism is all aspects of it all. As I will show you now. Check that out. The serpent. Okay, and the Maltese cross. This is an ancient one. I've been looking at these quite recently. There's many variations out there, and they all show the place where we live. The Ishtar symbol, the Babylonian symbol. You get on an old Babylonian bas relief, which is pretty much the same, but I think it's electromagnetic discharge. It looks like a plasma light. Okay. And 4 angels, Mount Meru, and even the Alpha and Omega. If you look on my old channel, okay, I still got this video, I could re-upload it, of the real meaning of Alpha and Omega, which is magnetic forces, the male and female propagating magnetic forces of the double torus magnetic model. Mechanism for the place where you live. And 4 angels. All there. All in plain sight. Even the clock of St. Peter's. Okay? Baal worship. All of it. It's got the... looks like a Union Jack, doesn't it? Yeah, because it's all the 4 angels. Up Meru, north, south. The plane. The inertia plane. And the 4 angels. There. Okay? It's the clock where we live. The flat plane where we live. And the 4 angels. The mechanisms on all of it. Everything is encoded with it, guys. Look. 4 angels. 4 angels. 4 Four angels, four angels. It's just no escaping it. Four angels. Four angels on the Maltese cross. Again. And I guess ancient Samaria. He's a Knight of Malta with his wristwatch on. Okay. And some more ancient depictions of the Babylonian death cult. Going back to King Ushar-Nazir. And look at his fish head. 2-3. Oh, he's got a little Maltese cross there. So the Vatican, they're saying that this is similar to that. You know, I get that, but it's all for angels. They're not even talking about that. This is also this column or this article is probably from a global even standpoint also, or is, because most people are. Again, for angels. So the keys. I'm really interested in these keys, the papal keys. You see cross. I thought the X code part of the mechanism for the four angels. Look at this, the crescent moon. This is a resonator from the top of a building, I no doubt. Okay, and there it is in Babylonian culture. Okay, so this is the distinct connection between the Jesuits, the Vatican, and Freemasonry and the signs. So you know what to look out in the future, guys. I'm going to give you some books that basically somebody kindly posted, which I'll show you shortly. You get the idea. Okay, so basically, an upside down cross, whatever. Okay, and the keys, four angels, and even got the bean, the kidney bean, which is a Taurus, opposing Tauruses. Wow, in your face. Vaches crossed, Knights of Columbus, in your face. Knights of Malta, four angels in your face. So they know the place where we live. They wear it on their clothes and on their buildings. They push the globe because they got all the education system, NASA, which I'll show you now, are all Freemasons, part of the Babylonian death cult, and practice all of these symbols and all of these messages, which I'm going to show you now on the make-believe, which I'll show you now, IS fake station, ISS. It's insanity. I can't believe anyone's going with it. I don't even know what's going on. Just wake up. It's just, not you lot, everyone else who's watching and thinks it's all fucking real I'm on about, but I'll make it painfully obvious for you now. Anyway, so papal fish ads, you get the idea, okay guys? Seems to be a little bit naughty, doesn't it? And then you get this is the diagram, which is a sweet little thing that basically is the structure, central structure of the Babylonians, okay? The deity chant. We'll start at the top. It starts with Baal, okay? Baal worship, human sacrifice. This is what they do. And it's the Canaanites from Cain, first murderer, the giants, who know, but the tribe of Dan, which we already have established. The gods, Set, Satan, Moloch, which they, sacrifice to. And later, Canaan, Phoenicians. Everything on this side, okay, is a break-off from the Phoenicians, and everything on this side is the early Canaan, apparently, Sumerians, okay, and it's the break-off of all this. So it's Nimrod, it's the Epic of Gilgamesh, Moloch, it's Genesis, everything is in this. So it's got like literally every layer of every single structure of our mechanism, guys, and it all stems from the Phoenicians, who were the controllers. Goes down through Osiris, Nimrod, kings of Babylon, kings of Egypt, the Roman Empire, Jedi. These are not the drones you were looking for. The Vatican, okay, which is product of the Council of Nicaea of 325 AD, if you're going to go with them timescales. Knights Templar, the Khazars, Switzerland, 1291. After the apparent, Crusades, they set up the black nobility. Switzerland, and we got the Freemasons 1717 with Adam Weishaupt, Jesuits 1534 with Loyola, okay, who was apparently a Basque. Illuminati, a little bit later, by Adam Weishaupt, yeah. And USA 1776. All stems from the masters of this realm. Not ours, theirs. The phonies. The Phoenicians. You speak in phonetics. It's the language of the Phoenicians. They brought it in not too long ago either, guys. These resets are short windows of time. Once you go out with your grandparents, they just rewrite history. It's forgotten. Like in the film 1984 when he used that street song, out of Winston, out of the window, a lady's hanging a washing on the line, and he's like, I remember that, but he can't remember where. They get it out of your consciousness by control. And every aspect of your life is in this. All the wars, the Rothschilds, the Battle of Waterloo, all of the psyops of all of your history, the theatres of war, definitely. So there's a philosophy. I'll give you this link, read it off yourself. I'm not doing much of a ready thing, it's going to be more pictures. Philosophy of the Ancient Death Cult, and there it is. Moloch looks live. Apparently they give it children and eats it, I suspect, or whatever, don't know. But we're not really having any of that in this realm, okay? We're not. So this is like the shoots-offs on that chat I just showed you. Roman Empire, monotheism, and Judah, Second Temple period, as I said, Council of Nicaea, Crusades, Dark Ages, all make-believe, papal states, canons, Shiri law, law of fall of Acre, Holy Land. And it goes into the battles here when the Rothschilds basically, sent this false envoy back from Waterloo and saying, oh, no, fucking British got stuffed. No, Napoleon got victory. Oh, no, fucking Sal. And then, like, later on in the day, or the story goes, the real courier turns up and it's like, no, we just sold it all, like, dirt cheap. Fuck me, the Rothschilds have bought the world. Yeah, it looks like. So that's all in there as well. 1815, reset period. All of it is. Okay, it's just... the Moloch, Set, Satan, Zeus, the pissy one with the thunderbolts, Jupiter, another pissy one, Ishtar, Horus, Dionysus, the personifications of the same person, Bacchus, Dionysus, Horus, Jesus, Storm, War, Thunder from Satan, El, electricity, Ra, Aton, Adam, Sun. Making sense? And there's the full chart and all of the offshoots of it. So you have the products of Loyola, the Jesuits, which are the police for secret police, if you like, and the dirty doers for the Vatican. And these people on their oath say they're quite happy to chuck a child against their own child, actually, against the wall. No problemo, if their master so decrees. So these like really particularly twisted fucks, and they're in power. Why do people pour up? It's beyond me. That's just me. Cheddar Banuski's with sound stuff, and a death cult of Baal. And there's a bit of a YouTube on it. I'll give you the link. I don't know who this guy is. So check it out for yourself. It's a pretty cool link, but there's more of it. I'm not sure who made that chart up, though, if I'm honest. But, we got enough evidence with all the ancient books we put forward. This is indeed the case with the Phoenicians. Ties in with locks. I'm just going to look at them, share thoughts. Right, of British think tank style. So they create a barrier, a boundary, don't they? And how old are they? The mechanism for you have to have it cut so it specifically fits a mechanism in here and no other, and it turns it, and then you can open the lock. Well, apparently a medieval Gothic lock from the 15th, 16th century, made of iron. Okay, which is in New York City. Now, what you find as well is some of these locks in Italy and all of these European countries, Britain I suppose, are humongous. They're massive. They're like, why didn't you make, if you know the mechanism, surely you can miniaturize it and make it a bit smaller. You don't got to carry around this big massive bunch of keys. I'm thinking they were keys for the previous occupants. I think they got like a key hanger for after reset, so you can come and get the keys and open it all up later. Does that make sense? So this is how it works. So it's pretty advanced for such an early time period. There's a famous lock called the Barnum lock. Apparently some guy actually opened it. But it was supposed to be unbreakable, safe in a lock in a safe, excuse me. And that's how it works. So So, any more clues? The locksmith, 1451. So does the lock go back to the Bible? Does the key go back to the Bible? So the coat of arms of the Holy See. Okay. There's a big clue with the key. I can feel it. Key of an ancient warden lock. And it's a monster. It's a really big freaking lock. So they had the know-how to make these locks. Today's magnetic, electromagnetic, RFID chips, etc. But they create a boundary. This is a Phoenician mechanism. If we had no mistrust between one another, you're not going to need to fucking lock your door or worry. Can you imagine living like that? You're one worried about your safety or anyone taking your shit. Huh? They created that. We're not like that. We're forced into that because we got live and survive in their mechanism, which is all stacked against us. It's impossible for some people. It's a crying shame. Anyway, this was linked by a YouTuber, which I'm going to link. He's bloody brilliant, and he's kind because he links his shit up. I links my shit up, yeah, the juice. So, basically, artofdino.com. I talked about him on my last post, and an entire library of anti-Masonic almanacs, or almaniacs, from 1833, 1831, 1829, so a nice early period of the so-called Victorian period, but they show you the codes, so arm in there, or the one leg showing, one shoe off, all them we learn to recognise in some of these false flag events, etc. When they put it in your face that they're doing a false flag event. So we'll have a little look. They are pretty snazzy. It looks like a mud flood on the front cover. He's got like a rake, and he's raking through all the crap it looks like after a flood by the pyramids. So it's basically in this as well. It's how many people voted against Freemasonry at this time, why they are getting rid of Freemasonry. They still got a lot of Jesuit, the hourglass, the Masonic symbol, the hammer, whatever that is. So it's out of America. It's from the Boston Library. It's highly interesting. They go on the eclipses by year as well as part of their shit, okay? But I found this interesting as well. Trying to pick out, the words, the etymology of all of this, right, with the names and characters of zodiac signs. So Aries, the head, airhead, I don't know. Taurus, the neck. Well, that sort of makes sense with the double Taurus for the body. The Gemini, so that's the arms, 2 arms. That makes sense. Cancer, breast. They say that a lot, don't they? Breast cancer, don't they? What about Leo? Leo the lion and the heart, like the lion's heart, or Richard the Lion heart. Isn't that funny? The belly is Virgo. Reins, is that veins of Libra? So I guess that's veins. It says reins. Okay. Scorpio is secret. Okay, I thought it was a sting in a tail. Sagittarius, thighs. So that makes sense. Capricorn, knees, caps. Kneecaps, Capricorns. Aquarius, legs. Well, yeah, I suppose, yeah. It's all water, anyway. And Pisces, again, the fish. Feet. Plates of meat. Feet. No. Any fishy attributations to feet? Yeah, maybe, because we've got webbed fingers, haven't we? We don't have to add that there. That could go back a lot further. We still be able to do shit with our fingers. Just like, so we got webbed fingers from where we was like in Waterworld. So, yeah, so I thought it was really interesting anyway, that bit. You've got better word breakers downers in this chat feed right now, doing the breakdown of all the etymology of it all, and you're really good at it. There's James Brockhurst, he got juice, he's brilliant. I'll link him up too. Take a look at James in the team, brilliant at breaking his shit down, and he's indeed got juice. Look, fish people in their Masonic shit. So it's just, everything is just got sea theme, and they do an almanac full of events as well, like literally 1799, that's the year of the death of Benjamin Franklin. Yeah, but very cold. It tells you all of the weather changes for late 1700s. which is incredible, and the Masonic symbology and signs, okay, which is all, you know, very interesting. If you have to bust their shit. And they go into some of the most famous Freemasons at the time as well, some founding fathers, or the apparent founding fathers. Got a photograph of that happening. Well, no, they weren't invented. I think we might have had something going on. So the twins, Gemini. So it's got an alchemical feel to it. There's all chemical symbols everywhere. What's this? War with England, 1812. So, and a nice little narrative. Seek and destroy worms. Why? What the worms done? Oh, they've been eating the cabbages. Food's running low, is it? You know why that is, don't you? Yeah. And you got the year without summer coming in a couple of years. Yeah, and all them events. It's going to get rocky. Very high tides. So, we're going to get colder as the sun does its new Maximo advantage. Do you think we're going to get cold, guys? Do you think we're heading into what they call ice ages, but I don't call them that? Cold snaps. Maybe they can happen in an instant. What's that for 1830? Boxer taken. Boxer taken. That's the Boxer Rebellion. So yeah, pretty cool. There's loads of them, a full catalogue. So thank you for them, Dino. It's really cool you're sharing your juice. I'm really loving that. We do the same. So you can pick them apart and you find everything out about what they do, their symbols, in the death cult Baal, which likes to sacrifice children, which owns television, media, schools, health service, the water, the food, GMO, big pharma. Tell me if I leave anything out. No, it's all of it. Fuel, warmth. So use Freemasonry in NASA rituals. Now there must be about 50 odd of these videos, right? Breakdowns of these law, which are, in my mind, see, this is just me, right? I think, like, you know, they're going to outer space, man. They're going to have to look like fucking Rambo. You know, these people are going to have to be tough. Yeah? Not looking like they're, like, a boring pisshead down the pub. You know? You know, what's going on? Are you super fit? No. Now, this woman has a big square cardboard thing here. You see it? She's not natural, is it? They all are. They're all a bit unfit. They all look like shit to me. And they all got these really high buckles holding in what is underneath. It's like an all-body harnessy sort of thing going on. But that's not what we're focusing on, but just take note. Also, it's supposed to be in a high oxygen rich content, and all these laptops all fucking sparking away. How come they don't blow the fucking smithereens? Anyway, that's just a thought. And all the water they shit around, and all of the other bodily products from all these people who looks really sparkly clean. You want to take a look at the globe light source. I don't think it really works that way when you're in small environments. Look. And the Masonic bullshit. So let's have a look, okay? The Masonic bullshit. Okay. Now they all do that, but what that does as well, apart from it being a Masonic symbol, is I think it holds them in place, you know, with their harness. I think this is sort of, it's digging in under my arms or in my crutch. You know, these harnesses do not look comfortable. He's got a red fucking face. He's like, I can't wait to get back in that armchair in my office, is what he's thinking. And it ain't up in fucking space, because that's water up there, okay, or down there, which is up there, if that makes sense. Because you're upside down, if that makes sense. Yeah. You are. Yeah, don't float away, guy. 0G. So you can't really replicate 0G in the real world, can you? Outside of CGI. Yeah, you got the vomit comet, but that's not actually 0G, is it? It just mimics gravity, because they're basically falling away, you know, falling to Earth, and the plane's sort of not really, he's catching them without catching them. It's just there, so he's just falling towards Earth. He's not really, you know, 0G. Anyway, so there they are, falling away to Earth with a 0G. Insane with their Masonic symbology. Let's see if they do any floaty shit. And I tell you what else they do as well. They do this thing like that, which is like witchcraft as well. And they always do it. They do it over boxes, and you know, these strange anomalous boxes. You know, it's supposed to be $80,000 a pound to take this shit up. They take all silly shit: a gorilla suit, a fucking guitar, a flute. you know, shit they don't need, so they can do silly shit with posh schools and pretend. They never do it to like a normal school. They wouldn't communicate with like normal comprehensive. These fuckers. No. They want a nice, you know, fucking brat does as he's told. Because I'd call him up. So you're not really up in space here. Look, she's done the bunhead thing because she knows like they've saying, look, we're gonna have to, because of you, we'll have to hang every fucker upside down. Okay, so we can get your hair going like that, pretending it's in space. And he looks like he's upside down. What's the matter with him? Why is he gone so red? You shy? You embarrassed? You telling lies? Huh? Don't know. Well, they're on a death cult anyway, so highly fucking dubious, aren't they? You know? What a load of fuckers. Oh, live long and prosper. Yeah, that's another one. That's in that book. Okay. You gotta watch these symbols. So there's another load of make-believe astronauts. They all look Rambo as fuck and super tough as well. They'd have to be in super space. Water, which is basically down up there, which is down there. There we are. So yeah, as you can see, this square-shaped body is so natural. You're never going to see a physique of any sort because they got these things on underneath to make them look boxy. Nobody ever, you know, outside of flat earthers in the normal world, nobody ever takes any notice. Can you see it, the squareness there? Well, it's like that sticking out because he's like leaning against this harness. It was all CGI fucking outed later. The squareness there, do you think that's a natural arm? Square natural arm? Square natural arm? Do you think? Have you got a square natural arm? No, haven't you? Because they're not naturally square, are they? So, you know, same here. And Chris Hatefield, okay, and he's like a dwarf or something, and how the fuck did he even get into the military? I thought you have to be like 6 foot or something, or be able to punch all through wet fucking newspaper, which he fucking obviously can't. Look at him. What's all this going on? Alright, do what we want to see from the ISS. Flat Earth British requests assholes that they have none of these silly khakis fucking on. Right, maybe you're doing it in underpants. Yeah, maybe not, I don't want to see that. No veggie smugglers. Something like, other than this, no belt, no stupid shirt that you can see all the square shit happening and the fucking harness here and everything and this square thing here. You see it? Imagine he's got a life jacket on, guys, underneath. Yeah, it looks like he's got a life jacket on underneath, doesn't it? Yeah, they all got the same. Yeah, I know. And obviously they're doing all of their, you know, we worship Satan shit and do really dodgy fucking shit, which they let us do, and we don't go to jail because we're like really dodgy. Look at him. Yeah. When I've used my babysitter guy here, it looks a right fucking dodgy man. And look at John Luke Pickard. He got a job. They haven't had to hang them all upside down because of this silly cow, have they? You're gonna get your hair stuck in there. Anyway, don't worry, it's only studio. I've actually seen these compartments in the National Space Museum. Blue Peter. And here's one I made earlier. Look at all of this, right? Right. General alarm. Everyone into the escape hatch. What happened? Well, I was just walking down here and I caught my foot on one of these wires and pulled it out. You know, the life support. Why would the fuck me on that? You don't fucking last seconds. Look at it. I pull something out. You know, I'm that type of guy. If anyone says to me, yeah, Matt, don't push that button there, I'll go, what? That button? Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, they might have a button pusher amongst them. I doubt it though. They don't look real. Look at him, Roger Ramjet. He don't look fucking real. What you done wrong? I want to get home to that pizza. You look like you fucking do too. Okay, so there's NASA. Look at her hair. Yes, I'm sitting comfortably in my harness. You see it, the square? Unless you've got really, really fat legs. So I can see your harness there, mate. So anyway, just like I like to do that because it's so obvious. Yes, he's a dapper Dan man. He's greased his hair as well, so it pretends to stick up. Look at Don. Yeah, he definitely passed the intellect fucking test for NASA. They did, didn't he? How did the fuck did Don Pettit get into anything, any institution? I can think of one institution Don Pettit to fucking get into. Would be that. So NASA are in a Babylonian death cult. They're making out there on us. Do you trust them? after what I just explained to you. Anyway, they got their artists too, like Da Vinci, Michelangelo, which I really, really like. And we're going to take a look at him, because basically it's Jesuit and it's Phoenician, and it's quite, you know, genius. Was he a survivor of the old world? This is in St. Peter's Basilica, okay. And is that one piece of marble, the whole thing? Yeah. They're a miserable bunch, aren't they? You know, they're either torturing their deities, they're either fucking oom and glooming and dead, fucking all that going on, you know? This ain't fucking normal. There's something fucking deeply wrong there, guys. Yeah, but you know, with them Catholic priests and shit going down. You know, here, I'll give you the knowledge. Yeah, I'll tell you all the knowledge that is being put down here. Okay, it's all intercoded, and you've got to know the code, and we are getting to know it pretty damn well. Sistine Chapel roof. Moses got horns. There is a narrative of why he got horns. Nothing sinister going on, and they got little Bacchusite faces in the columns. You see them? Yeah, they do them in sigils into wallpaper, into architecture, create dark energies. It's all very satanic. Ooh, resetty as fuck. The Last Judgment. That'd be why. It's like two eyes, isn't it? Like two eyes. A mouth. So what do you reckon this is there, guys? It's a column. So they're pinching pillars. They're flying architecture away. Or is this a weapon of some sort? It looks like a pillar. So they're stealing pillars. What else are they doing? So the sound vibration, we'll have a little look at that later. To reset civilization. No. I have mentioned before that with resetting civilization, that it's done with plasma. Because it cleanses. It's done with water, because it cleanses, but ice is water, so could that be classed as the watery reset? You know, there's evidence of the Bacchus. There's evidence of instant freezing, has been discussed in this community, of mammoths, etc., in the Arctic, or in the tundra. So Michelangelo's early works and his beautiful statues, all of this done by one man, and all that art. Yeah. No, they're just socially engineering, probably old world, probably made by an old technology. I can't even believe this. One bit of marble. I feel that they're doing vibrational science, is just Bacchus again, with the wine, with the grapes. Highly fucking sinister as fuck. That is, and that's in the Vatican. Does anyone like question the deeper motive of any of this? It's like, oh, just put my shirt up and have a quick feel. What's this? So this is in the, like, religion. That one is basically unfinished. He fell asleep. And Sistine Chapel roof. Shall we take a look? Okay. Sistine Chapel. Not really had a close look at this. So, a lot of like violence going on. They do that with humanity, the Jesuits, the Phoenicians. They tell us that we're like, we don't get on, but we do. Woodstock proved that. Pissed down after they bloody seeded the place. Everybody shared food, all brothers and sisters together, realising we didn't need them outside of this place. And they was like, fucking hell, they worked it out. Yeah, they consented though. Yeah, but they've just unconsented and they're in the field having a good time and enjoying their lives and actually living. Oh, we're going to have to not have too many of these, and if we do, we need to control them. Indeed. Which they do. Oh, it's very resetty, all very sinister. And like I said, they're all deathy, aren't they? There's a bad buzz going on about the whole fucking thing. Have you noticed? Or is it just me? So anyway. That is not as good as his other works. There's something definitely wrong with that. Is that a Michelangelo? Don't really know. It's more what you'd expect. So they get off the ark. There's quite a few of them left after the flood, wasn't there? And they got a conical, a Welsh conical, shipping the stuff back and forth. They didn't mention the little boat. But these are looking dead Phoenician. These Noah survivors. Out of the water. Just like the Phoenicians. The Ark. Antarctica. Are we in an Ark? Are we in Noah's Ark? Just the slave class. I got Snowpiercer. So this is representative and fits perfectly. You can put the pineal gland in my brain. It's representative to the pineal gland. There is a huge, which is going to be increasing, by the way, vibrational shift taking place. The awakening is hitting hard at this moment in time and accelerating because of the knowledge that is coming out and the exposures that are coming out about this control mechanism, the backside control mechanism. Everyone's quite happy to play a part of until it all comes unstuck at the end and they're like, oh, woe is fucking me. I so not digging these cities, guys. They're just not fucking good places to be, you know. Ow. So they're crucifying some old dude with silver hair. This old dude with silver hair being crucified. Don't know who he is. There's a giant. There's a giant. Cool, cool, cool. Don't know who he is. Old dude. And wow. Technasmia lines. That looks like the exact representation of what you see under the Pharisal, guys, doesn't it? That looks just like the flower of life. So they know. They've got that technology. They must have, otherwise how the fuck would they know? Technasmia waves. Wow, that early on. 4 angels. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a Tesla engine. They base the architecture on exactly the same as St. Peter's Basilica. 4 angels, the dome, the place where we live. Indeed, that could be what's happening if the change in the weather is the angels. And maybe the whole thing just electromagnetically resets, you know, what they might call a pole reversal or a reset of the magnetic field. You know, these things sort of do that from time to time. No, melancholia. Oh, woe is me. Look at that for a fireplace. They blocked it off with a plinth. What is it? Michelangelo's tomb. It's a tomb. He's in there. Oh, fair dues. They give him a good tomb then. And here's the keys as well, the acorns. So, cluage. Right. That's enough of that. We're looking into, okay, so we're looking into the fall of Phoenicia, which is about to happen. We have more exposés, but if you don't know, that's them, okay. Centralized, controlled religions, governments, trade system, every aspect of your existence is the Phoenicians, and they are Baal worshippers. And worse, guys, they ain't good. Now, this was passed to me by Larry concerning yesterday, on my last post concerning Nautilus, going under apparent ice cap in the North Pole. I'm going to keep banging on about the North Pole, because they, okay, are going on about Antarctica all the time. And there was one in mind down there. I like to go like, what, you know, if the crowd's going that way, I will always be going that way against the crowd. I always will, and I always have. So that's what I'm doing now. Funny thing is, not only, I was thinking about, you know, the Nautilus, you know, in the novel, Jules Verne. Yeah, at the period that he's writing this, the submarines that we have available to us, like the Huntley in the American Civil War, which is hand cranked. You know, they haven't got, like, apparently batteries or powered submarines. Here is another Nautilus. It's in a report, in a book. A message to the President of the United States, okay, and it's to do with the war between the English and the Americans in 1812. And they got a ship, the United States, okay, armed vessels, the Nautilus and the Wasp. So in the battles of 1812, they have a submarine called the Nautilus. Okay, these things are quite big as well. 64 guns on the Thetis frigate. Some of these are massive. Halifax, 1812. I've recorded information that most authorised act had been committed by Commodore Rogers in forcibly seizing 12 British seamen prisoners of war in Halifax. So it's just basically like a log of all to do with the War of 1812. Highly interesting. I'm not going to go through it all because we've got too much to look at. Time is getting on. Okay. Funny they got a Nautilus there as well. In 1812. The year of the war. So, hope you enjoy that. There's plenty in it as well. And also this is the Nautilus actually in the submarine breaking through the ice. So, they go across the Arctic Ocean because it's open water and there's no ice cap. Okay, first nuclear powered submarine. There's their real CGI ball. Excuse me. And they actually show you it coming up through the ice. Here, which is just an open ocean, and they come back and they get a medal. So that's the most ice you see in the whole video. And basically they get a medal off Dwight D. Eisenhower for apparently breaking through this ice, which is an open ocean. In this video clip you see one bit of ice in an airplane going over in the whole 13-minute video. And this is a cool video if you want to watch it later, guys. It's a breakdown of the 20th century's best inventions. Okay, so it's the Nautilus. They give them all medals, okay, for their brilliant job and getting under the South Pole and breaking through. World shattering news. At the time it's like NASA. You know what they say, don't they, in the narrative? Oh, we know more about space than we do about the oceans. Yeah, there's no space, so you're fucking lying. So do you know a bit more about the oceans? I'd love to know what this map was. And they explain their journey. It's a bit like what Buzz did with Armstrong with the moon landings, the make-believe moon landings. There they are, back in the open water. They show a picture of a crevasse. And then it's back out to sea and no ice. I'm going to keep on about the North Pole. I like that. Makes me happy. This is actually the video of the history of the 21st century. They have nuclear power. They have bits about Einstein, radio, Edison, and electricity. And it goes through all the different eras, 1930s, radiation, nuclear bomb. And literally every single thing in this. That's interesting. Every single thing in this is government engineering, social engineering. The Phoenicians with the royals. Entertainment to keep the masses happy. 1958. I think that might be Cassius Clay. I'm not sure. It looks like. And Spot Events. So I'll give you that to look at. Okay, Jesse Owens. So another thing to think about because of the art I was looking at, right? It's brilliant. Electromagnetics, right? And I've been thinking about like the aspects of this, which is the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, it's all in the Bible. It's two angels' wings opposing, so it's electromagnetic. They say it's in a wooden box. We know all of the dimensions. They explain it all pretty clearly, don't they? Let's have a look at some of the depictions. So they got these, you know, these jewels. Are they crystals? Do they go like advanced crystal tech? He's got them on as well, around his belt. Probably. But they take it into Jericho. And the Jericho horns blow. Is it definitely the horns that make this advanced civilization burn and the walls fall? Or is it whatever's illuminating, which is hid, which is the Ark of the Covenant? It's a weapon. It's a resetting weapon of huge magnitude. This thing could still be out there. It could be the mothership of resets. could be this that's doing it. Great reverence for it. And in this case, passing through the rivers of Jordan. And this is what you get. The Middle Ages crossed over with what is supposed to be Rome. Another crossover. And the tabernacle, or I guess the Exodus. And they got the ark. They have a weather maker, an organ device, which is basically the Jewish menorah, and Moses, because he got laser beams coming out of his head all the time. And they're showing you all them Phoenician stuff on the floor again. And you got tablets, which is basically a tablet. In this case, though, it's a house with a technosmia port. So why is the Ark of the Covenant? It's still got sound going on. So it's load of music. What instrument is that? So they cutting, slitting, sacrificing sheep in the Middle Ages, and they're bringing in the Ark of the Covenant, and it's a little house with a technosmia port. Okay. And there it is again. And in this case, you got really good habitats. It's another house with a statue on top. What's going on? I know there's a couple of arcs. In this case, that's more like what you'd expect to see. What kind of clothes are these? He's got a long hair going on. Looks modern. So this is supposed to be in, I suppose, Ethiopia. And they got like a little guy who's got cataracts looking after it. He dies, and another guy replaces him, a monk. He's got antiquitech, little dome. And they got us like a small private army, which is like, just turns up like about, well, small, thousands in the entire area. You can't really go there and, you know, probe this place and look at it, but that's where it's supposed to be. The Ark of the Covenant, allegedly. But I think if Graham Hancock's been anywhere fucking near it, that's highly unlikely. No offence, Graham Hancock, not that you watch Flat Earth British, but we have spoke. And that's the tomb of Tutankhamun, whatever it's to do with in this narrative, I'm not quite sure. But Phoenician. There's an ark in there. Oh, there you are. Right, we're going to look at some photographs, and I'm going to go on to images of the day because it's getting late. And I might not have enough time to post this. Okay. It is 8:20. So we'll wrap this up within the next 20 minutes or so. I got some cool stuff to show you at the end, if you don't mind. So these are photograph collection, late 1800s. Madrid. Okay, but the one in Spain is cool. It's amazing architecture. Okay, we've looked at it before, but not this collection. So you've got the military, the pillboxes. The place is absolutely bogging and old. They have cobble. Check this out. For a bell tower. What do you reckon that is? That's a really cool photograph, this. Little antiquitech device. And they got, it's just amazing. Well, you can just see it's all Phoenicia. You want to see some of their architecture. For example, it's just a waterfall. I'm sure you recognise them characters by now, the flowing grapes. Yeah. And that's a Phoenician waterfall. It's all about the water. And this is a different form of photograph. It looks a bit clearer. I'm not sure what that is. I think wires. So we have a rotunda, which is a theatre, circular theatre in Madrid, covered with Phoenician stuff. Wow. You got the windows. Moorish feel to that. But you get a Moorish feel in Spain because of the Moors. But the Phoenicians are definitely there. So that rotunda was a power station, I reckon. Is my guess. Wow. Let's have a look at this beauty. So the Plaza Mayor. Beautiful HD. 1800s. 100 years ago, massive doors, arches from the old civilization. Ooh. I went a bit big there, sorry. And Phoenician statues. So you gotta be a right bastard to get a statue, it looks like, doesn't it? Alright, sell out. Huge doors. Let's go with like the huge transport of the day. No seriously old trees there though, is there? Right, let's have a look at this. 2 clock towers. No, it's not. What is that? Clear. Some sort of astronomical clock. Hole in it. It's a sundial of sorts. Ooh. So they got 2 of them. One there, one there. That's got a clock on it. Conventional clock. So 2 Antiquitech towers. And this in the middle with writing on it. With like lights. Does this light up? Does this light up by these? So look at that, just on a bog standard whatever. Flats, apartments. That's estate buildings, who knows? Beautiful. Nevertheless. So it goes through arts of museums in that year, guys. Okay, excuse me, I'm not going to go through it all because of the time aspect, as I said. Just another theatre. Something going on with them as well. Witherspoons ends up with them all. Huge doors. Huge lampposts. Beautiful lampposts. Just like the ones of today. Acorn. Wow. Look at this. Mini Tranabanuskis with adult faces. You know, are they kids? They're not, are they? Really weird how they look at you. So what we got on here? Backside Serene Union, and we got Babylon. We got Fasces, all the musical instruments. Another right bastard, and somebody playing music, a Cherabanuski. Not bad that, guys, not bad that one. Please for that one. Excuse me. Make sure that share this out, please, guys, if you're in chat now. Got some brilliant stuff to come up now in a minute. I'm going to have some music. I'm going to show what time I'm able to get this video out, though, but it matters not. So again, what you see, like in the pictures I showed a day or 2 ago of Edinburgh, under their state building, they got a big tunnel. But look at that size of it. Holy cow. All mud flooded. Level on level. Looking like Solomon's Temple. All that tech. Beautiful building. But look, this is just the size and the scale, guys. Yeah? For people. Built in an era full of muddy streets. Again. Look at it. That's a palace. You have like a temple, and then they always have the bits in between. So it's a temple column bit, bits in between, temple column bit, and they do it with them all. The White House is no different, all of these buildings. And then you have the dome, the arch, the plane, and it seems to be like a house above there. They always do the same levels as well, showing you. So you've got fasces and cross, so active fasces on the bas relief of the palace. And the Phoenician lie to you all. Fasces laying down, faceless night helmet over it. Okay, and more controllers. Yeah. And another bastard. Obviously, you won't get a statue if you're not a bastard. Don't ever make sure I go. Statue. Look at this, guys. Doorway. Hospito. Fucking say that again. This has been underwater or worn away. That's water erosion. On the bottom. Holy cow. So we got the Dionysus mouth again. Dionysus mouth, excuse me. And here again. 2 opposing Tauruses as well. 2 opposing Tauruses. Cherabanuskis. Another load of miserable dead fuckers. What's that? his hand and a trumper. Oh guys, so much going on. Too much going on. Looks all conquistador-y to me, but it's got the shell on top. It's got the portal like on a ship's portal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it's got clips, just like on a ship's portal. And a nice big evil version of Bacchus looking down. Demonic as fuck. And it goes through artworks. I don't want to look at bull fucking fighting. I'll look at bull fighting if it's the guy walking around and the bull giving him fucking stabs in the ass with his big fucking horn. Then I'd watch. It's totally gay anyway. So, a woman posing, happy, and ooh, even better. Ooh. She's got a saucy look on her face, haven't she? Ooh. Yeah, it's much better. Also got some good art. And some sort of event down by riverbank. What you doing down that riverbank? Looks like a rave of the day. Is it a rave? You human? Who's smiling at? Oh, I see. Yeah, you can get family. Doodle, pina colada, half a pound of muesli. What do you think of Shirley Williams? I want to go to the toilet. Right. Enough of them. We're going to move on. Oh, just have a look at that. What's that? Oh, a circle dance. Let's have a look at the circle dance. He's blindfolded. Some circle dance, some weird games going on. Fucking cavorting again. Anyway. If you're interested, I'll give you the link, right? This is the Oliver Heaviside collection for electromagnetic engineering, late 1800s, and his electromagnetic theory. It is absolutely amazing stuff. Goes quite advanced, but it's a load of papers, books, and stuff on electromagnetic theories. Late 1800s, see how far they got with Tauruses. Okay? Pretty far. I don't want to read any of it, it's too much. Okay. Now, we're going to look at some images. Okay, guys, buckle in. We're going to have some music. I'm going to relax and have a chill for a second. We're going to have a bit of Mozart, 432, okay, which is beautiful, for a minute, while I show you some pictures that I've collected of ceilings, windows, churches, and some Jesuit encoded churches. So if it goes a bit loud, I'm sorry, but it's Mozart. 432. bit ostentatious, wouldn't you say? Yeah, it's just masterpieces. Masterpieces. But always this. Mark of the Beast. Sigils. Lidley. Crazy. Blindfold. What kind of arrows they got? The heart. Always with the mouth. Dionysus his mouth open. In your face. Fish. All sea. Here, I'll just feel your pulse. Family, that's macabre. Turn down a bit. Wow, fucking wow. Ow. Look at this. Oh yeah. Whew. Oh, smash his head in with a rock picture. It's always happy fucking days, isn't it? Wow. Yeah. Ooh. When I said I wanted to get stoned, that's not exactly what I had in mind. What's this? Okay. Get the idea? Place is crazy. God, I'd probably give you a nosebleed in there. What's with the palm trees? Pineapples. How do they make people think that this is a good thing? So, it was just various other stuff, a nice wooden ceiling. But the way it's made, beautiful. Beautiful vault. Just like electrical vault. Domage. Huge dome. Pilot. Good. And locks. Even in the lock. Place where we live. Wow. Okay. Okay, peeps. How sure the music was. I love a bit of Mozart, especially 432. Wow. Hope you're enjoying this. It's a bit of quality stuff. Got some more to come. If you had some pictures sent from New York today, which Heidekins, Heidi Morton in New York, sends the best use. And she went down to Fifth Avenue today and took some really cool stuff. So today, again, in New York. Coming up now. Ooh. Something else. And I haven't had a chance to watch a video, but I've seen a video and I've had emails concerning UAP's epic new video concerning the absence of red brick manufacturing. So, where's the bricks? Red bricks. Who's doing our red bricks? Our blood bricks. Bones below. That's beautiful. Looks like you could eat it. That's modern day, but I just really like stained glass. The biggest stained glass window, I think, one of the biggest modern stained glass windows is in St David's Hall in Cardiff, given to the people of Cardiff as a gift from Irving Rommel's son, who is Manfred Rommel, who loves Cardiff. So we love Manfred Rommel, obviously. Okay. Haunting. Look at that then. It's like in Delft, it's all Phoenician themed. There's all the death shit going on, their usual sinister shit. Always with the mouth. Back of sight mouth. See this curling up, it's just a mouth of Dionysus for some reason. And all of the mud flooders, beautiful on the canal in Amsterdam. Beautiful. Oh. Again, the church. You know, in the place where we live. Technasmia ports. The previous technology of Technasmia. And why the need to put them giant iron bars through that little window? What are they expecting? Who's going to break in? Really paranoid, these churches. That's why the Vatican is a star fort, like a big star fort. And that's why they've got an army they got to bring up from Switzerland. We're also on that list, connected closely with them. So, New York, so good they named it twice. I love it. So it's Fifth Avenue this morning. Heidi. Thank you, Heidekins. Check that out. The old world in with the new. This morning, New York City. Sorry, a bit ugly. So huge storage. Old world. Nations. Domes. Dummage. Oh, and loads of Masonic bullshittery. We know you don't. Ooh. Yeah, we do. That looks really. See what I mean, Heidi? Celtic cross there. In a laurel leaf. And there. What we also get is a few demon. I don't know, I suppose that's a lion. Still. Pigeons in New York this morning. And I don't know if that's a mortgage, but it looks old. Or, you know, the other version. I don't know. I like the tiles. 4 angels. Place where we live. Thanks, Heidi. Why do they block up all your windows, I wonder? Why build window if you're just going to block the fucker up? Thank you, Heidi. It's a lovely new Technology building. And the old world and the new world. Rams. Blank plaques. Oh, they're not blank, they got stuff in them. Nice brick, don't know what it is. And Mercury. Who's homies? You having a sly fag up on the roof, mate, are you? Where else am I going to go? Boss is watching me all day. And this is the Helmsy building. She's sending me a few of this. So helm, as in the helm on a ship. I have a helmsman's ticket. Yeah. Doo-doo. And Roman arches. Dynanthus. And his mouth. Everywhere. And there you are. Take your place at the helm. They tell you on the advert for it. Pretty snazzy. People going live. And the World Cup I was looking into. Okay. So. I have many more pictures. Okay. Which I was going to show you. But time aspect. It's crazy. So I'll show you a few more. Because it's 10 to 9. I take a little bit of time to upload this video. And I want it up tonight. Check this out. I swear that got to be active. The size of it. I've got a few of these. Let me just show you one or two of them. Because they're Ultra HD from an early period. I don't know what this is outside. All mud up to it. Look at this. Don't know. The tourists just coming in, taking a look at all of this. Who built it? What does it do? What's it for? And there's wires going straight away into it. Might be the post office. Post means past or after, like post flood. So the office of after. Yeah, they use it for post. What's going on with that? And let's have a look here. Please share this out, guys. I'm going to come back to you now. This is on the Ganges. Giant stupas and stupas and stupas using pyramid tech to create a vibrational quality. Not only beneficial for technology, human technology, for us. Vibration, sound, all there is here. Look at this, for tech. Lost to us. Yeah. All that short period ago. Where that is. It says in Mandalay. And it's just a pagoda, but it's high technology. Probably even generating when these were produced, these pictures. Crazy tech. What it will do to the human being. And these are some just some HD pictures of underneath in the Paris catacombs. And again, religion. Doing this crazy thing by burying 18.5 million people into the catacombs of France so people can live on top. And a human museum, bone museum as well, where they do some strange stuff with bones. Them bones, them dry bones. They're drying us out, they're dehydrating humanity. It's easy to do. Alcohol dehydrates. Sun dehydrates. The water definitely dehydrates. They took the water out of water, by the way. Anyway, I'm coming back. Now, as you know, the book is out, like, basically later this month and in time for Christmas orders, etc. Beauty books, Matt Liedtke. And there's aspects of everything I've just been talking about in it, guys. Okay, it is. It's like everything on the whole of Great Flat Earth British think tank. Okay, groundbreaking. Okay, and it is. And my website. Okay, now my channel. YouTube sent me a message this morning. Silliest shit I've ever fucking heard. They're not listening to anything I say. They're trying to do my head in. I can't be bothered. So I'll just leave it to them. I'm not even going to, pursue it anymore. And I dropped I thought 1,000 pictures on the photo drop last night. When I went and checked, they fucking mixed them all up everywhere, so I don't even know what to think anymore. So I did add some, and there's over 750 people. Okay. And in the photo drop. Oh yeah, some of the pictures I just showed are on there. Not them all though. Okay. And Larry with his Nautilus. Any more of my ones? See, they're all mixed up, and I put 500 on there. Where are they all in there somewhere? Are they all just mixed down in there somewhere? Probably. Anyway, I'm coming back. Okay, peeps. That was me. Freezing cold winter's night in the UK. Okay. It's gone right proper cold. So, thank you all. Thank you all. Peace and love to you all. I'll be back very soon, hopefully for Flatter Day. Okay. And, be good. martinica7gmail.com. Keep that juice flowing. What we've covered in this is I'm showing you that it's a Phoenician death cult, the cult of Baal, that actually rule the place and every aspect of it. Okay, so you know the choice is I don't recognize them as my masters. Okay, they're just forcing us for compliance to be their bitches and say that we want to live in that world with that going on. Yeah, that's like complacency in a way. No, we don't want to. Out. We'll have all that good stuff back. Big and fuck off. How about that? Yeah. Peace and love, you all. Be good.